Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending where you are in the world. I'm Garden Girl Paige Evans, here today to show you how to scrap your stash. Today I'm going to feature one of my favorite embellishments, ribbon. I've gathered my supplies, including a layout base that I've already die cut from white cardstock with my silhouette cameo, a selection of pattern papers from the snippets and Sundrifter lines from Studio Calico, enamel dots from My Mind's Eye, a whole bunch of pieces of ribbon in a rainbow of colors, die cuts from the Sundrifter line, a Knockouts border punch value kit from American Crafts, and a couple more Fiskars border punches, a Dear Lizzie roller date stamp in black stays-on ink pad, and of course scissors and adhesive. All of these can be found in the products listed below. Alright, let's begin. So first I'm going to put down a piece of scratch cardstock, and then I'm going to run my adhesive along the back side of these letters that I've die cut for my title. I could probably spray the whole thing with adhesive, but I just want to keep the adhesive right where my letters are, because that's where I plan to put the ribbon. I've tried backing letters with pattern paper and vellum, but I thought it'd be a fun twist to back letters with ribbon. Now, ribbon usually comes in 3/4 inches, so I tried to keep this in mind when I was designing the title. I tried to make the letters about 3/4 inches. Even if the ribbon is 3/4 inches and the letter is bigger, no problem. I can just put down 2 pieces of ribbon and it looks like one. So what I'm doing is I've cut pieces of ribbon in a rainbow of colors, and I'm starting with red, and I'll just go through the rainbow, maybe not necessarily in order, and just start backing these letters with pieces of ribbon, and I'm hoping that the texture will kind of pop up through the letters once I turn it over. So if I know that a piece of ribbon is going to overlap into the other letter, I'll skip that letter, put down that piece of ribbon, and then go back and put the ribbon in between so that it's not overlapping so you can see it on the other side. Alright, so I'm just going through and putting down all these pieces of ribbon. Ribbon comes in so many styles and textures. There's crochet, gingham, sheer, velvet, scalloped, rose. Man, there's just so many different options, and lots of companies make ribbon, so really the possibilities are endless. And it's time to scrap your stash and use up your pieces of ribbon. Alright, it's time for the final reveal. Pretty cool. Love it. Looks good. Moving on. I'm going to put my scrap cardstock back behind there and start dropping spray mist in matching colors. And I'm pretty loosey-goosey with this. I mean, just drop it. It'll look good. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If it gets on the ribbon, that's totally fine. It's all part of the artsy-fartsy look that we're going for these days. Can't forget about the bottom right here. Alright, with my Knockouts border punch value kit and these Fiskars border punches, I've gone ahead and I've already punched some borders from these pattern papers from the Sundrifter and Snippets lines by Studio Calico. So here's my borders. And I'm going to take them and create a frame for my photo. But first I want to stick down my photo. I've chosen black and white because the colors did not go with my rainbow color scheme. And I bent up the edges there because I like a little dimension. So here it's all about just layering. There's really no technique to it. I just want to put them down and tuck little pieces in here and there and bend up the edges just to create that dimension. So I've gone ahead and just stuck them all down, and now I want to create more dimension and add some embellishments in matching colors. So to help the prongs of this brad go through the ribbon, I pierced a little hole. And push this brad through. There we go. And here's a cute little cameo. And everything just matches, and I'm putting them in the open spaces of the big letters. And now I want to add a few more embellishments. These are die cuts from the Sundrifter line by Studio Calico. And just layering them here and there. And no layout is complete without the date stamped, so I've got this Dear Lizzie roller date stamp and put it on there. It didn't fill in all the way, so I just go in there and fix it with my pen. And as you can see, afterwards I added some photo corners and a little bit of journaling under the date, and call it good. Here's another example of backing die cuts, this time with pattern paper. It's a great way to use up your stash of pattern paper. And with this layout, I die cut the whole title, and then I backed it with a lovely piece of floral vellum. And on this layout, once again, I backed the layout with pattern paper as well as some gold foil. Thanks so much for joining me. Your challenge is to back some die cut letters with pattern paper or ribbon or whatever strikes your fancy.